that job done this afternoon, Sam?
Yeah, obviously the result in the end's the most important thing, but I thought we played some really good football as well. It's probably especially second half where we knew what to expect in terms of their attitude towards the game, with it being a really big game for them as it was for us, you know. But I think I said when I spoke to you earlier in the week about teams from lower divisions always give 20–30% more, and they're right at you, they're in your face. And we had maybe a little bit first half, our decision making with the ball at times just could have been a little bit better, but the more the game went on, the better we got. And I thought we were excellent second half, to be honest.
You got the early goal again. In a way that didn't seem to calm the side down, as you rightly said. The first half, they had a few chances, didn't they, towards the back end?
Yeah, they had a couple of. I just said to the players at half time, a lot of it was through our mistake. We give too many daft free kicks away, and in these type of games, they'll put balls in your box and put you under pressure, and you know what it's like. Something can drop to someone, and they get chances through that. So we just said at half time, just be a little bit more patient in his defending. You know, if they drop the ball off and set it back to a midfield player or forward, sometimes you've done your job by just doing that, and we did it a lot better second half. So I don't think they really had a chance second half. So that was really pleasing in terms of the players taking on board what we asked. But no, we're pleased.
Were you concerned with the defending from those free kicks? The chances they got?
Well, there was one, thinking off the top of my head now without watching it back, there was one where the lads actually coming onto the ball in a wide free kick in this right hand side, and we never dropped as he actually crossed the ball. We actually held the line, and they've gone in to attack it. So now we've got a free week. We're always trying to work on things, but there's things that we know that we need to work on, and we're going to do a lot of work this week on the things that we need to improve on, because we're getting better and better with the ball. But obviously there's more sides to football than actually that. You know, we've got to defend well, we've got to defend set plays well, you know, because they can win your football matches and lose your football matches at times. So we just need to tidy up on them things as well.
And you got the two early goals in the second half,
yeah,
through Jordan Burrow, and then it was really the job was done, wasn't it? It was game over.
Yeah, and the goals were really good as well. To be honest, I'd already decided before Jordan scored his second goal that we were going to get him off the pitch, so he gave me a dirty look when he come off. He was fuming about that, you know. Yeah, I bet he would as well. But it was just, we were trying to manage the ones who obviously played. Jordan played on Tuesday as well, you know. He's got himself a couple of goals, so we thought it was a good time to do pretty similar to what we did on Tuesday, you know, try and keep it fresh. We got Kempster onto the pitch as well to give him some game time, so. But it still probably doesn't change the fact that Jordan's fuming with me, but it's just one of them things, you know. I was thinking about the team and the bigger picture a little bit with that, so.
But your two strikers got all the goals. Is that a partnership you see working?
Well, we've got good options, you know. Mac has done well. I thought Jordan was really good throughout the game today, you know. I thought he held it up well, brings people into the game, and if you play good balls into him, he's good when he's back to goal. That's one of his strengths. But what he's doing now, which we're absolutely delighted about, because he's a really good guy and a good attitude and works hard every day, and now he's getting goals as well. So we've got a player on his hands, I think.
And his headed goal was a really good goal, the way you worked the ball from right to left, and the perfect crossing by David Ferguson.
Yeah, that was really good play. That doesn't matter who you're playing against, that's difficult to stop when you move the ball as quick as that. Naturally, because of the formation we play, we're always going to have width, you know. You can get the wing backs in that little half and half position between full backs and wide players on the opposite side. They get a lot of time to cross balls, so if they've got good delivery, which we have, young Nathan's got that, and we know Dave's got it on that side, so it was a really good goal.
Let's talk about Nathan Dyer. His first start, just 17 years of old.
Yeah.
First of all, how big a decision was that for you to put him in? And then secondly, what do you think of his performance? So you got the man of the match award.
Yeah, well, I obviously knew all about him through having him with me since pre-season started, and he's done great for me. I know all about him as a person, his attitude. He's desperate to be a football player, and to be honest with you, he's been training with us for about 3 weeks. He'd been with us a little bit on and off, and we're trying to break him in slowly into that environment. But probably the last 2 or 3 weeks he's had more regular training with the first team. And probably the telltale sign, if you got the senior players up here and asked them, they've all been really impressed. And we just thought today was a really good opportunity to obviously do what we did, and to actually go and put in a performance like he did as well. The players give him a round of applause in there, so that says everything, you know. Everyone's delighted with how he did. So, but I'm not surprised. The kid can play, and the most important thing is his attitude. He's got a brilliant attitude for a young man.
They kept feeding the ball quite a lot in that second half. I suppose it's typical that as soon as you make your substitutions, he gets cramped.
I know,
He
yeah.
can't get forward as often.
Yeah. So I was saying then to the bench, the 17-year-old and getting cramped, that can't be right. You know, we're doing something wrong here. I'll blame Ian Gallagher for that when he's the physio. So, and then he was lucky with a tackle actually at the end. He needs to learn from that. But all in all, score 3 goals, clean sheet. We have a young lad, one of our own lads, make his debut, and a really strong performance. So I'm really pleased with it.
He comes in for Callum Griffiths. Is that an injury that Callum's got?
We just thought today, Callum's had a lot of games, and his background, obviously this is new in terms of a full-time environment, and what we're trying, because we've got such a strong squad, we're trying not to burn people out because of that. And he's come into this where he's training every day, he's done great in the games, and we thought this is a day to give him a breather, and then he'll get a second win because of that. And it was obviously the opportunity to put a young player in and give him his debut in a game like this where he's got good experienced players around him, you know, to help him. So no, we're pleased with that.
Can I ask you something about sort of a player like Tom Allen, who then, I know it's not his position, but he sees a youngster come into a squad, he can't get a game even when you've got 7 substitutes. How hard is it keeping him involved with this squad and is keeping his spirits up?
Well, this is one of the problems that I've got, because we've got a big squad, is managing everyone. I wanted to put a young player in the team today, and I'll say it again, I've said it before, I'm not afraid to change things, I'm not afraid to put young players in if they're doing good enough. I understand that older players, more senior players, we're going to be upset at times. That's something that I've got to manage and try and deal with that and keep. But to be honest with you, on Tuesday night, he wasn't even in the squad on Tuesday, and we give him the option of actually coming with us, and he came down and travelled with the players, and that is excellent. That says a lot about him as a person, and it was just something that I decided to do today. You know, we've got really strong options, and the bench, as you saw again today, the bench was strong again, and we've had to leave 2 or 3 players out that probably think they should be involved, and this is just circumstances. This is something that I have to deal with and try and do the right things, but all the way through I try to be respectful to them and be honest and give them my opinion, you know.
And I know we're sort of covering all ground a little bit here though, but when you've got 7 subs, you still can't find a place for a substitute goalkeeper in a cup match. Is that a bit of a risk or not?
Yeah, it's a risk, but I'm not afraid to do that. I said that before, you know. If it's something I think is the right thing to do, it is a risk, yeah, but that's on my edge, you know, and I'll do it. I'm not scared to do that.
And now the next round of the competition, the draw on Monday lunchtime, the teams from the National League come in, but you just want just one more round away from getting into the first round proper.
Yeah.
Ideal draw, is it just anyone at home again?
Yeah, probably anyone at home. Probably, if I'm being a little bit selfish from a personal point of view, someone like Hartlepool would be a good one, you know, if we can bring them here. They always bring a really good following as well, so I think it'll be a really big crowd for that one, which is good, and it helps with the revenue side of it as well, which obviously today does. And it's a game where, if we're at it, it'll be a really good game, I'm sure of that. But we'll see what happens on Monday. The big thing is that we've got through to the next round, and then whatever comes of that, we'll be ready.
Of course, you'd still love to be in charge.
And what, sorry?
You'd still love to be in charge for that game.
Well, yeah, there's that as well, yeah. So we'll see what happens.